There is something very fundamental that I would like to discuss within the confines of the Igbo cosmology. The term is very fundamental, however, not very common, because everybody in our cosmology may use earlier, both the old and the young. And that concept is the concept of Mmanwu. Going further, I would like to decode the etymology of the word Mmanwu. The word Mmanwu was gotten from the combination of two words, Mma and Onwu, which means Mmanwu. Actually, I know deity, no Igbo, Obulu, the beauty of death. Now the question is, within our culture as African people, as in the Bible, is there any beauty in death? I will answer. The answer is yes. The answer is equally no. Now, let me start with no. Onye nwụrụ ọnwụ ike, anwụrụ ezigbo ọnwụ mgbe gboo, even up till now. Because onye nwụrụ ọnwụ ike have not been able to achieve his or her divine purpose. So, within this context, I'm guessing there is no beauty in that death. Because we are existing in this consciousness. We are here in this plane to help the primordial force, Chiukwu, to perfect humanity. Man, mmadụ anyị bụ, we are existing in three forms. We are akwụkwọ n'atọ. Ọ bụ onu ndị ite say that na man is a spirit that has a body, that has a soul, and lives in the body. The body you see here is just a temporal being. When the body becomes weak, you renew. You are staying here for the temporal. Now, the fundamental aspect of Mando is your soul and your spirit. Now, this our soul and our spirit are fragments from the divine essence, from the primordial force. And that primordial force sent us to this planet, to this consciousness, to help Chiukwu to perfect humanity. And how do we perfect humanity? By embracing our divine destiny, by embracing our divine purpose, which is Akalakan Iyuwani. And that is why we are here. So going further to the concept of Mmanwu, the beauty of death. Yes, there is beauty in death. That is why we celebrate death. Mostly, they when you go 80 years, 85 years, 90 years, 100 years, 120. Yes, there is beauty in that death to an extent. The beauty there, because now that the beauty of life lies in the resurrection of the soul, the salvation of the soul. Within the confines of the Igbo cosmology and the African cosmology entirely, the sanctity of the soul, the purification of the soul is the onus of our culture. That is why in the ancient Kemet, Egypt today, one popular slogan in the Asigi, Sumumbunum Manijeri, aiming at the highest goal. The aiming at the highest goal is the salvation of the soul, the resurrection of the soul, and the sanctity of the soul. Let me explore this a little bit. Now, the resurrection of the soul within the confines of the Igbo metaphysics were a different meaning. What does it mean for a soul to resurrect? When we are talking about the resurrection in the African cosmology, we are not talking about the physical ascension to heaven. No. We are talking about a journey towards self-actualization, a journey towards enlightenment, and this can be achieved through reincarnation, because this life is a continuous cycle. We don't die, you only transition. The Latin man will tell you that life is not taken away but changed. This is where resurrection comes in. Because we are here for a divine purpose. And if you fail to achieve your purpose in this consciousness, you will continue to reincarnate. And the more you reincarnate, the more your level of consciousness may increase. And that is why you got 10 years, 4 years. That is reincarnation. That is resurrection. You will continue to resurrect. You will continue to reincarnate until you have been able to achieve that divine purpose. At that point, you may go achieve. You can now dissolve into the cosmic force and join the league of the ancestors. This is what resurrection is telling us. What prompted me to talk about it is that at this era of Aquarius in the Bible, there is this common slogan about going back to our roots. But I am very disappointed because the vast majority of the population now go back to our roots are going there for material for material gains. No, you don't transition to your roots for material gain because the immaterial controls the material world. You are not existing here for money. You are here for a divine purpose. Now, talking about salvation, in the African cosmology, salvation abroad being free from sin. Quote me anywhere. Salvation abroad being free from what? Sin. Salvation be your divine purpose. Akalakagi. Go and agamunte. You chop the akalakagi. If I'm on today, the beauty of death. Because there is no beauty in without achieving your divine purpose. Akalakagi. Go and agamunte. Have you asked yourself this pertinent question? Why am I here today? Why am I existing in this consciousness today? You are here for a divine mission. You are here for a divine purpose. But we are wallowing in ignorance because we've been able to disconnect from our roots. And that is why Chinachebe says, and I quote, that the white man placed a dagger at the neck of what binds us together, and things has fallen apart. We chased value. So Mmanwu today that the beauty of death lies in the salvation of the soul, the sanctity of the soul, and the resurrection of the soul. I am the director of Lomat Global Resources Limited. I am the director of Lomat Global Resources Limited. In this our platform here, we are going to be exploring about the African knowledge system. And the idea is to harmonize indigenous wisdom for global excellence. Because you will be disappointed that after existing here, if your existence was nothing. Alone. Let's